last week you guys were all asking me how I do my hair. So I wanted to bring you guys an easy little tutorial that are tips from a professional. So I've been licensed as a hairstylist for I think 8 years, but I've been doing hair, my friends' hair and family's hair for a long, long time. So these are kind of like my trial and error tips that I have found that work the best on my hair. I will be using, I think this is a 1 1/4 inch Hot Tools curling iron. It's been heating up for a while, so it's really hot right now. This is just a regular spring iron. You could use the ones that you wrap or the Marcel irons, but I've just found that this works the best on my hair, and you want to make sure it's really hot. My hair is just blow dried with a paddle brush, just like a regular normal paddle brush, and some Aquage uplifting foam. I just sprayed it at like my scalp, just like the top half of my head, and blow dried it. It's not perfect. I just used, the brush to just mostly get my wave and curl out of my hair. So I'm going to start by sectioning it off. So I like to do a section, like I take all the hair from above my ears and I just go straight back to, there's like a little bump right here, and it's your occipital bone. So I just will section this out of the way because I find it's just way easier to curl my hair when I don't have a ton of hair in the way. So, and then I take this section. You can see it's just like the bottom half of my hair, and I'll split it down the middle and I'll bring it to the front. And then I usually do, I'll probably do each of these sections 2 curls, so 2 on each side. I don't like my sections too big or too small because I don't want it to look like ringlets, but I also have found that it stays better if I do kind of like a bigger section. The bottom never stays as good as the top, but I'm not really worried about it because you don't really see the underneath very much. So I'm going to section this into 2 sections, and then I'm going to just take my curling iron. Okay, this is the trick. A lot of people start from the bottom and roll it up, and then they wonder why it's only curled on the bottom of their hair. You want to start from the middle of the hair. So I'm going to clip this in. I like my curls going away from my face, so I want the clip to be in front versus in the back, I guess. So the clip's in front. I'm going into the middle. I'm sliding down, and then I'm going to start to wrap and kind of click the hair in and just wrap it. Let it heat for a second, kind of clip, 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 clip. I'm slowly clicking the ends into the curling iron. So the ends are kind of what you want to be having heat like the least amount of time. So I'll just kind of click it in. See, my ends are just barely in. Let it sit for a second, and then pull it out. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Your hair is not going to look like this when you're done. Let it dry completely. Or not dry, sorry, cool. Let it cool completely so it's not hot anymore. Just set it aside, and we're going to do the section behind it. Start from the middle. Start wrapping it and clicking. The ends. And you're kind of clicking and then stopping and then clicking and then stopping to make sure the hair is all evenly heated. And if you click too much and the hair falls through, then just pull it out and do it again. Now to the other side. And then I'll just kind of, these are really hot right now, so I'm just going to set them back there. And depending on your thickness of your hair will depend on like how big your sections are. But you don't want them really small because it'll take forever to do your whole head. But you don't want them too big because then they won't stay very well either. So they'll just have to kind of play with your hair and see what works best for you. My hair is not crazy thick. It's probably like medium, but it's not super fine. It's not super coarse either. It's like right in the middle. And usually I spray on a heat protectant. I know all my fellow hairstylist friends, I'm sorry, this is really bad. But I didn't today because Emmy's sleeping in the bedroom, and that's where all my hair stuff is. So I'm just gonna kind of, do this one again. And like I said, like the bottom doesn't have to be perfect. That's when you're not gonna see the underneath as, hardly at all. So just make sure you've got most of it covered, and then you'll be good. I don't even have hairspray, gosh. So unprepared for this video. Then I take a section like right about at my temples or a little bit higher and go all the way back. And then clip this top section out of the way. And then without really disturbing the other curls, I just kind of split it again down the back. I just kind of find, my section of hair that I'm going to be working with. So I always tend to get like little curlies kind of like right here above my ear. So this section I usually take from like the top of my ear forward and make that one section. And then I make sure I really kind of pull all those little curly baby hair pieces out. And I start at the top. Clicking my ends in. This technique I find works best if you have layered hair, because then the layers, the curls sit really nice, and they're not too heavy. Now that it's like sticking straight out, this one I kind of pull down like a little bit just to kind of smooth out those little pieces right there. And then I'll take another section. Slowly clicking those ends in. And you want to make sure you hold it long enough so that the heat can like permeate all the way through the hair. If you don't hold it long enough, then the curls aren't going to last. So pull it out. Take my next section. So these back sections that are kind of like in the back of your head, kind of try and pull them forward so you can see them. This might take a little bit of practice for some people that may not do their hair very often. And this is kind of a thicker section, because I'll go back and blend these two sections together once I finish this side. And make sure you click those ends all the way through, just at the very end, so that you don't have like straight pieces once you like run your fingers through it and you realize you like have straight ends. So make sure you click them all the way through. Okay. Now this other side, top of the ear forward. And get all those little curly baby hairs. The clip is forward. I want the curl to go away from my face. And just slowly, I don't even have to click right now because the hair is kind of thin right here. So I'm just kind of rolling it through, but not doing it too far. Pulling it through, kind of pulling it down right here. And taking this next section, making sure I have all the hair. This I'm going to make into 2. Clicking those ends in. This technique takes a little bit of practice because, like I said, most people are used to starting from the bottom and rolling their way up. And this works way better, but it does take a little bit of practice. And then I feel like having a well broken in curling iron helps because if it's brand new, it can be kind of stiff and hard to like let the hair kind of slide through. And like I said, the Hot Tools curling irons are my favorite. You can get them at Ulta for like anywhere between probably like $20 and $40, depending on the size. And I've tried professional curling irons. I've tried all different brands, and this brand is the best. Works the best, stays the longest, gets super hot. So I pulled some of the curl that was in the very back into this one so that I can kind of blend them together. See, I clicked it too far, so you can just... Whew, it's hot in here. I just worked out, and so I'm like still heated from my workout. Okay. So now that that section is done, normally I would spray it with hairspray, but I don't have my hairspray with me, so I'm not going to. Take down the top section and figure out like where you want it to lay. So like, I'm not going to run my fingers through like the top once it's curled, so I want it to kind of lay, like I have it parted like where I normally part my hair, and that's kind of like where I want it to go. So I'm going to start on this side since I have less hair over here. And I just take like, I don't know, probably like 2 inches wide of a section. And again, away from my face. And because there's not very much hair, I can probably just like slide it. I don't even have to click it. It just kind of goes through. Kind of pull it down. And all of these curls are being curled away from my face. Gives you kind of like that Farrah Fawcett look. I think it like, or like a lot of the Victoria's Secret models, or like even just celebrities, like it's always curled away from their face because you don't, it just doesn't look right when it's coming towards your face. So I always do it away. Okay, so I do my bangs last. So I'm gonna kind of section this section kind of out of the way. I'm gonna pull this section up and give it a brush through. I'm gonna do this one in 2 sections. And then I think I still have one in the back, so. And if your hair is colored or highlighted, the top, where it's damaged, always seems to hold the curl better. I don't know why that is, but the damaged sections seem to stay a little bit better. But if not, if your hair is like really clean and soft and shiny and slippery almost, you can use some hairspray or some product to kind of dirty it a little bit, give it some grit. Okay, so this back section, I'm going to kind of take just like this very top and side to side. I'm going to do the underneath piece first. Oh, this video is longer than I thought it would be. Usually I can do this a lot faster, but because I'm having to talk. Once you get it down, it'll probably only take you like 7 or 8 minutes to do it. Goes pretty fast, so. People like ask me if I spend like hours on my hair, and no, I don't. I have a toddler, I'm busy, I don't have time to spend hours on my hair. Okay, so this top section can go either way. It doesn't matter if it goes to the left or to the right. It's all gonna kind of blend in when you run your fingers through it. And I kind of make it like just, I hold curling iron flat so that, because I have like a little cowlick right here, so I like to kind of cover it or make it, you know, pull it this way instead of letting it split. Okay, so for my bangs, I don't like them to be as tightly curled. I like them to be more soft. So I kind of comb them forward. And I put the clip in the front and I kind of run it through. And then I kind of hold on to the ends and kind of click them through. The bangs take a little bit of practice. And then I don't hold the bangs as long. Like I just kind of run it through or slowly because I don't want them to be like really tight. You can also, you just have to kind of play with your bangs and see how you like them. But I just really, because they're, I mean, unfortunately, the front right here is where it's damaged the most because that's where it gets pulled back a lot. The sun hits it, the wind is blowing it. You know, I pull my bangs back when I'm working out or when I'm putting my hair in a ponytail or something. So they don't need to be held. The heat does not need to be held on them very long. Just a little bit to kind of smooth them. Okay. So that is what it looks like when it's done. I don't run my fingers through it until it's like all cool usually. I really wish I had some hairspray right now. I don't have any. But I let it all cool. And once it's completely cooled, so usually like I'll finish my makeup or I'll get dressed or right before I'm ready to like walk out the house or whatever I'm gonna do. Then it's actually pretty cool right now. Then I just take my fingers and I literally just like run my fingers through it to blend all the sections together so you don't have like a lot of separation. Run my fingers through this side. And then I would probably spray some hairspray in it again, just to hold it and set it. And then throughout the day, you can just kind of like run your fingers through it. You can even brush it, and it'll just kind of like loosen up. See, like this section right here is like curled too much for me, so I'm just gonna kind of like run my curling iron through it again, just to kind of soften it. And then you just kind of play with the placement of it. And that is the finished look. So I hope you guys got some really valuable tips out of this video, and I look forward to doing some more videos for you guys. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.